Once it's released, you're gonna get younger. You have new livers, you know. Let's go into the science. Why? The question is, why is this device so amazing? That's the question. What makes this device truly like a sort of a magic? Why people are experiencing wonderful results and testimonies? Now, let's start with the medbed. This medbed, according to an article that I read, this could be the future of how we heal the body. You know, we could live long, like 200 years would be easy for us with this type of, you know, medbed technology. It's an alien type, as they call. This might be in reality by 2050. All right, I don't know. I just read it. You know, it could be some satire news or whatever. But if this would be a reality, then yeah, wow. You know, we just saw this in sci-fi future movies. You know, and you can see here, people lie down, they close it. It has frequency and light. There's no supplements. There's no surgery. Nothing at all. It's just a bed, a pod. And what does it use? It uses energy and light and frequency. And they go out scratch-free, they look younger. You see that, you saw that in a movie. And what's the science here? If you go back to what Hippocrates said 25 centuries ago, he said the natural healing force within us, within each one of us, is the greatest force in getting well. If you agree with me, you give me a thumbs up, right? There is a healing force within our body. That's why I always say the best doctor is the body itself. Your body is designed to heal itself. And the question is, are you feeding the body what the body needs? These are natural forces within us. These are the true healers of diseases. Meaning, if there's a problem within the body, it's the body itself that can, all right, cure. All right. It's not the pills, it's not the drugs. And Bruce Lipton mentioned this. He said every cell in your body is a battery. Totally makes sense. That's why it's called cell. Every cell. We have trillions of cells and they're called mini batteries. The question is, are they activated? Are they fully charged? Are they functioning well? How is the integrity of your cells? Because everything starts with the cell. Everything starts down to your cellular level. If your cells are healthy, then the entire body is healthy. If they're weak and sick, and you know the body is weak and sick. So we have to charge and activate a cell. This is Hippocrates. He also mentioned about heating the body. If you can fever the body, right, the body can be cured. And he specifically mentioned about fevering or warming the bones. Then all diseases can be treated. I don't know how do you warm or heat the bones 25 centuries ago, but today it totally makes sense because Albert Einstein foresaw this. He said, future medicine will be medicine of frequency. Welcome to energy healing era where our consciousness is already into frequencies, energy, vibrational frequencies, and energy medicine. This is the technology, the kind of way where we can heal the body without contact, all right? It's just using some sort of energy and frequency. You can also use crystal. All right, you can even use your hands. You can use intention. I mean, this is a very huge spectrum of healing the body. But today, this is not some sort of pseudo or some new age. We are already in this age where we can heal the body. And you can agree with me that this can heal the body big time. In fact, if we can tweak this, if we can refine how we heal the body, then we can heal the body fast, really fast, amazing results. All right, so guys, the prelude of all this vibrational frequency, lo and behold, I want you to welcome the Iteracare with 3-in-1 core technology. We have the Terahertz. I call this the grand slam, the highlight of this technology. We have the quantum and we have the optical quartz. Now, I'm going to talk about the quantum really briefly. Quantum generates scalar energy, and scalar energy is a healing energy. What does it do? It balances the system, all right? It strengthens the cells, it charges the cells, and it can penetrate even to your vital organs. And what is optical quartz? That's the tube, right over here. Yeah, you can separate this, and this tube is where the crystal is, all right? The crystal here is made of 100 plus exclusive minerals, and this is called an amplifier. It amplifies the frequency that is generated from this device. And once it blows that air and that heat, what happens is that powerful positive energy, the cells begins to accept it, begins to vibrate with the terahertz, with the quantum and the optical quartz, you know, and it mimics 1/40th of the sunlight. That's why we always call this a portable mini sunlight. And the optical quartz strengthens the auric fields or the aura of your physical body. Now let's go into the grand slam, the highlight. We call this the terahertz frequency. Now, this terahertz frequency was discovered by American scientists in 1980s. And American scientists was just mind blown because when they checked the frequency, all right, and they check the frequency of our cells, they have this resonating effect. It resonates with the human cells. And what does it mean? When there is resonance, there is communication. Both entities begins to communicate. There is a response. It's like turning on a channel of radio where you can hear a radio music that's being played on the other side. The same way with this terahertz. Once you switch it on, the cells begins to identify the frequency and it starts to vibrate. it has this auto-charging effect, if I may call that. And the cells begin to charge. And once cells are optimized, it's like being plugged into an outlet, and they're charged well, all right? And once their vibration happening, when this vibration happens and they're charging, what happens is the cells begins to function in an optimum level. Amazing. This is what Iteracare is doing. This is the terahertz, you know. And if you look at the spectrum of frequency, this is in between the microwave and the infrared. And Chinese call this God's wave band. It's kind of divine because, again, it has a resonating effect with our cells. And Japanese call this the light of life, and not just health purposes. In 2004, the US government named this terahertz as one of the top 10 technologies that will change the future of our world. This is used big time in telecommunication, medical fields, in security, and many, many more. This terahertz will revolutionize the world, including our health. And this is what we have. This is what we're very proud of, because we don't just have the terahertz, we incorporate the quantum technology, and it also has this wonderful effect in the physical body, which it can penetrate deeper and faster, even to our DNA level. All right, and as you can see here in this picture, I want you guys to watch this. Look at this. How does terahertz and scalar energy help the physical body? Now, this is just for illustration. This is your normal cell. They have some sort of frequency, or they have this voltage, 70 to 90 millivolts, as they call it. You can find this in science. And that is a state of a healthy cell. That's the charge of a normal, healthy cell. Now, because of bad diet, stress, radiation, emotional stress, acidity, toxicity, a lot of stuff, what happens to the cells? It becomes weak. When it starts to go down 48 millivolts, that's when inflammation and pain begins to start. And again, it doesn't stop there. You're again, exposed to a lot of radiation, stress, acidity, toxicity, and all this stuff keeps going on until the cell becomes a very, very bad cell. That's why it's mutated. It's an abnormal state, like a cancer cell, and all these tumor cells. And it goes very low in millivolts, 20 or 15 to 20 millivolts. Now, what happens is, once these bad cells or weak cells are exposed through the terahertz energy and the scalar energy, these cells that are not used, bad cells, they are eliminated in the process, and the weak cells are what charge up. Once they are charged, a weak cell begins to, vibrate again and recharge, and it becomes a healthy cell again. This is what happens when you expose your body using the Iteracare. It charges the cells back to its optimum level. Now, once cells are in its optimum level, the cells begin to function amazingly powerful. Now, this is also what happens when you charge your body with Iteracare. The body's aura becomes so high that it allows your body to heal itself even faster. Now, this is done by a Kirlian photography. By taking a picture using this camera, you will see that an apple has more energy and frequency compared to a slice of meat. And it totally makes sense. If you'll eat a lot of these junk foods, toxic foods, burger, there's not much of energy and frequency. It's not healthy compared to eating apples, fruits, and vegetables, seeds, and herbs. So eat a lot of this stuff, okay? These are the two main functions of Iteracare. It actively finds and protects the good cells, actively finds and eliminates the bad cells. That's the illustration I showed you a while ago, all right? Now, these are the benefits. Number one, it eliminates the unhealthy cells. Anything that is already unhealthy in a bad state, all right? Low millivolts. What happens is this terahertz begins to destroy these unhealthy cells during the process. And what happens to dormant cells? Well, they're activated. If they're needed, then they're activated. Now, what happens to healthy cells? The healthy cells are what? Recharged and optimized. And this is where number 3 comes. Increases the self-healing ability in the body. The terahertz frequency induces and strengthens our DNA, which again, it resonates with our cells, and it enhances the self-healing repair in the body. I always say this, that the best doctor is the body itself. You agree with me? Just charge your body. Feed the body what the body needs. The nutrition, the love, the joy, the emotion. That's why smile. Smiling is a powerful way to hack the body's energy. You smile, the body begins to say, hey, you are in a good state. Because even though I'm in pain, but you're smiling. Why don't I join with your smile? All right? So smile. All right? Feed the body nutrients, oxygen. All right, exercise. And once all of these components are there and it's available, the body will heal itself. This is what Iteracare is doing. Iteracare enables the body to heal your body fast. And so you will go through a healing process. And a lot of the testimonies are just unbelievable. Number 4, it clears meridian and lymph points. This is chakra points, acupuncture points. It's very good. It stimulates all these points. It opens the chakra, allows the energy flow, all right, allows the blood to flow well. And what happens is you will feel so clear. Your mind becomes clear. You feel good. Once you feel good and all these blockages are cleared, again, healing takes place. And once you relax, the body reaches a state of homeostasis. What is homeostasis? A state where the body is balanced and relaxed. And once there is homeostasis, the body begins to heal itself. That's all it all, right? That's all it is. we need that homeostasis. Iteracare allows the body to reach homeostasis. And once you reach that, healing begins to start. All right? Activates dormant stem cells in the bone marrows. More about that later on. We have improved microcirculation. These are tiny nerves vessels, particularly in your brain, all right, other parts and organs in the body. It allows proper flow of blood and energy. It regulates the glands. This is about balancing hormones in the body. All right? So if you have imbalanced hormones, it balances the hormones in your body, and it removes body humidity. I'm talking about fats, water retention in the body. All right? The heat allows you to perspire. That's why you're like having exercise. You're like in a spa, in a sauna. Once you perspire, right, allow that perspiration. That's very important. All right, just manage yourself. And once it keeps, you keep doing that, the body begins to clear all this unnecessary moisture and water retention in the body. All right. How do you use this? It's very easy. It's user-friendly, easy to use, no need of any professional skills. And again, you don't need to complicate this. People say, how do you use this and that? I understand, because the first time I also used this for a week or 2 weeks, I kind of what, how do you use this? Because I thought it's kind of complicated. Guys, it's not. It's just a blower, all right? It's not a rocket science. Turn it on, all right? Just make sure the heat is good, all right? Not too hot to burn your skin, and that's all. All right, just use it. Of course, don't drown yourself in a tub and then use it with this, because you might kill yourself. Don't do that. But be safe. Use it. Use this device. Use it yourself, or allow someone to use it for you. Any age can use it, from infants to elderly. No problem. All right. This is best for inflammation. Where do you get these stars, Nathan? Now, again, this is from the clinical test report that the manufacturer has done. We have done 62 clinical human test reports, and it's 5-star against inflammation. Now, inflammation is the mother or the root of a lot, or most, if not all, diseases. Before it becomes a cancer, it starts as inflammation. So if you have inflammation, all right, which is caused by toxins, accumulation of toxins, accumulation of too much carbs and sugars and all this stuff, it inflames the body. It's a mechanism, and it's not good. If you don't focus on that, if you don't do something, then you're going to be in a problem. All right, so blow this on areas where there's inflammation. I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind. If you have aches and discomfort in the body, it's going to blow your mind. If you're a hard worker, you go to the gym, or you work 8 hours, 10 hours in a day. My friend worked 14 hours in a day. Crazy. He has a lot of pain in his body. He uses this. Oh my goodness. He just felt so good. So relaxing. All right. It removes blockages in your body, meridian blockages, and all this, varicose veins and high blood pressure. If you have that, it can truly help. And it's also great for skin beautification, like acne, scars, blemishes. More about that later on. Now, this is a good example of clearing blockage in the body. If there's a blockage, sometimes you will have this response mechanism. All right, the body responds in such a way that it shows you, hey, there's a blockage. So this device can tell you if there is a certain blockage in your body. You will have that reaction. You can feel it. Once you blow that in that area, there is that reaction. You just feel pain and responses like that. It's pretty normal. You just have to carry on, all right, and drink lots of water. Once the blockage is clear, it should all be all right, and you're on your way to healing. All right, activate stem cells in the bone marrows. Blowing this directly to your spine activates the sleeping adult stem cells that are laying dormant in your bone marrows. We also have stem cells even in our skulls, all right? And once you use this, like this, what this guy is doing, just blow this on your spine, minimum 5, 15, 30 minutes if you can do so. It allows the stem cells to be released. Wow, wonderful. And once it's released, you're going to get younger. You have new livers, new kidney, new stomach, even your face, it's going to glow. And this is what Hippocrates said. If there's a way to heat the bones, then all diseases can be treated. Yes. How do you heat the bones? We use devices and technology like this. We use frequency to activate our cells. And guys, it seems that we have we have decoded the secret to forever young and healthy body. All right? Thanks to this.